You also said you want to debunk the myth that men don't want to date moms.
Yeah.
And so you're a mom.
Yeah.
You said you have one kid, if I recall correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please debunk the myth.
Yeah, it's just not true. I have no problem getting the men that I want.
First off, so it's not true just because it applies to you. And secondly, I ain't gonna lie. She does look good. She got the parts. She looks older, but she looks great. I probably would go brazy. I would go brazy. But marriage, that's what you're getting wrong. Like, what about marriage? What about long-term relationships? If she's here for a good time, not a long time, then shit, single moms is winning for sure. Welcome back. It's your boy Danye BC2, and today the Whatever Podcast has another special video. Now, before we get into it, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. It would definitely help out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so any type of help, is very much appreciated. So this Whatever video that we're about to show is about a girl and their girls, and they're talking about basically single moms and should you date women that are single or even men that are single. So let's jump right into it and see what they talking about.
You also said you want to debunk the myth that men don't want to date moms.
Yeah.
And so you're a mom.
Yeah.
You said you have one kid, if I recall correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please debunk the myth.
Yeah, it's just not true. I have no problem getting the men that I want. I mean,
you don't think? Go ahead.
It's like it's weird. It's like, okay, well, I don't know if you guys know this, but I work for like a search engine company,
Yahoo,
that does corn search engines, and
Bing?
the two most
You work for Bing?
no corn search engine company.
So Bing?
Pornography?
Yeah, like so they.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways,
okay.
other marketing companies in the corn industry.
Sure.
And so yeah, the top two most searched subjects on there are either like MILF or teen.
Yeah.
That chick's a MILF.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lesbians.
No.
Are you not allowed to say
Yeah.
porn?
I mean, I just want to.
I mean, you just can't
I've
say
said
a
it.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
You can't say
if
grape.
it's like the central focus
You
of the
definitely
convo.
cannot
The
say
YouTube
Yeah.
bots will pick it up if you say it a lot and
Yeah.
then you get flagged.
Okay, I was just
Word.
wondering.
Well, I mean, you don't think that there's certainly men out there, if you compare two options, that would probably prefer to date someone who doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
And I'd say the same for women. I'm sure most women who don't have kids would prefer to date a man who doesn't have kids. I think it's the same for both genders.
Yeah, I think there's some who will and some who won't. But it's not because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, nobody's going to want you if you're a single mother and things
You don't
like
think
that.
it makes it harder?
I mean, for me, it doesn't seem
I have
to
a
make it harder.
question though. Are you talking about sex-wise or dating-wise, like relationship?
Yeah, like
So
dating
both,
wise.
really?
Yeah.
And that's
Mhm.
interesting because a lot of time you hear that it's hard for a single
Yeah.
woman to get boyfriends or
I think it's just hard to find time to go on dates.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
There you have
I
it.
think logically it makes
But
sense.
I was about to say, like, a big issue that the video is showing is the fact that she is like so much trying to force the fact that it's not hard for her to get dates or to, that there's no difference than when she was single, which let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that's true. But is she everybody? Like, I'm not gonna lie, she's a good looking woman and she's probably better looking than a lot of women out there. So the message, she's basically trying to give a message off that it doesn't matter if you have kids, you can still get the same amount of attention, dates, or whatever. And that's just not true. Maybe for her, but in majority, that's not true. I know a lot of men that will never take a woman that have kids seriously. And I'm younger, and that's how a lot of the younger men feel. They would never date a single mom. And so, like, she doesn't. I think she's just looking at it from her point of view and not looking at it from like a larger standpoint. Like,
It's
Harder.
not hard
About.
to. It's not like
It's not
men
impossible.
don't want you.
No, I
What was
agree
it
that
like-
it's not that men don't want you, but it is with any filter that you add, it's going to make the dating pool smaller. So the people that don't want that are automatically opted out because there are guys that don't want to date someone who has kids and vice versa. So
course.
I think it does make it harder, but it's not impossible. Because like,
Yeah,
not to say
I
that they're
mean-
simps for dating you, but like there are simps out there that'll tolerate like anything for a crumb of coochie, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, but there is men who are literally like, who is gonna want you as a single mother?
you just attract different guys. You either get the really virtuous ones, or maybe you get ones that have.
if you so much want it and guys really want you, are you married? I don't see a ring on that finger. So what are you talking about? If there's so much guys that just at your beck and call that you can get and that you actually validate because you're going out with these guys and you're acting like it's so easy to get guys, why are you not married? That's a good question to ask, and she's so like popping like that.
like a certain way about them.
Some-
Like it
yeah.
just attracts different men.
Yeah, some guys are like,
But it
okay,
is
I don't want to
smaller.
date someone who already has kids, and some guys are like, they're really attracted to that you being a mom.
Yeah,
for
so-
whatever
some.
reason
But I
they
think any
have.
filter, like anything, like even if you say like I won't date obese people, right? That's gonna automatically make your dating pool smaller. If you say
Yeah,
like
I
I'm a
know
mom.
girls who don't have kids, but they're just attracted to dads. They just like dads. Like they
Yeah, a
think
lot
dads
of
are
women
hot.
do like that.
Yeah, which I
Yeah,
do too.
because it
So-
reflects what women tend to be into, and they're looking for a protector and a provider, and a good father is that's what it represents.
Right.
versus-
I was about to say, yo, this woman in the black, she hit it right on the money. It's not the same because, like she said, a man who has kids, yes, that actually does show that you can protect and provide if you're taking care of responsibilities. Now, if you're a woman with kids and men are looking at that, what does it show? But you laid down with a man that had kids, like, and that you can't keep a man. For real, like. No, like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say what a lot of people don't want to say. You single mothers out there, there's a lot of guys that just want to sleep with you because they know that, like, there's this like stereotype that like single mothers are easy to get some from. So, and also they know they're not gonna take you serious, so they just get some and bounce. That's the stigma around y'all. So yes, y'all can get men to sleep with y'all. Yes, y'all can have somebody come in when the baby's asleep, or your little out there. The baby sleep. You want to call your little night call over, have some, and then be gone by the morning before the baby wake up. Y'all not slick. Y'all women out there aren't slick. And so that's how men are looking at that situation. It's not good. Like I don't not see no benefits to a woman being single with kids for a man. I don't see a benefit. What's the benefit? Some would say, "Oh, you're more mature because you can take care of responsibilities," but also, doesn't that also make you irresponsible since you're single and have kids because you couldn't get the man that you wanted, or you got with a man that ain't really worth nothing if y'all not together and married? Like, I thought the goal was to be married or even in a relationship. Like, kids should not be raised with one parent households. So at the end of the day, you failed the goal. So I don't know the benefits. Somebody please in the comment section, let me know the benefits. Let's keep watching.
Because if someone already has a kid with somebody else, that means that, okay, the dad is going to be in the picture regardless, because whether you like it or not, the kid is somebody else's kid.
Would you guys get married to or be in a long-term relationship with a guy who has children? If he was like perfect in every other way.
I am,
Yeah.
so I'm fine with it.
What about you guys?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know if I'm infertile or not, but
Oh.
I've had medical struggles. So, I mean, if he's the perfect guy and we got married and everything, you know, worked out well, I would probably.
Yeah, when I was younger, before I had kids, I was in a relationship with someone who already had a child.
So can I get a raise of hands? Like, who would date a guy, given he's like perfect guy otherwise, if he had a kid?
Not a preference,
Well,
but not a
obviously
deal
me.
breaker.
Not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker.
Not a deal
I mean,
Not
my
a-
fiance has a daughter. have
I
no
mean, I
problem
used
with
to
it.
think that it was a deal breaker until I was like, okay. Aside of that, whatever.
For me personally, it's a deal breaker. Unless I had kids, then it wouldn't be.
Well, let's ask the two men here, unless any of you identify as a man.
I do, by the way.
You identify as a man?
Yeah, I'm a man.
Whip
you can
it out.
change it whenever you want. Those are the rules.
Those are the rules, I guess.
Whenever I want the men's restroom.
So would you, given the option between a woman who has a kid and a woman who doesn't want a kid, which would you prefer to date?
Who has a kid and a woman who doesn't want one?
No, sorry, excuse me. A woman who has a child and a woman who doesn't have a child.
Generally, the one who doesn't, but it depends on how old you are. Like, obviously, the older you get, and if you're trying to get someone relatively in the same age range, it's going to get harder and harder for that to happen.
Mhm.
So, generally, no. But if I'm like 45, like, it's not going to be feasible, probably. I mean,
Well, if you don't have any kids, you know, you can.
I guess, but like,
you
you're
could
gonna
probably get it like.
It will, I mean, are you at the
30s.
point where it's like, if you're that old, like, how old is their kid? It's not like they're one, so they're probably gonna be 17 or 18 at that point, maybe 13, 12, something like that.
Sure. Well, are you dating guys who have kids themselves,
I
or
mean, like, I prefer that because I feel like they just have
they understand?
more of an understanding,
Yeah.
you know, and just the maturity level that comes with being a parent is attractive to me.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, at least for me, it's certainly not ideal to, no offense, to date a woman who has a kid. And I think
I mean, like I said, I'm on my side. At the end of the day, I don't want to be raising nobody else's kids to where I can't even punish the kid for real. Because a lot of you women out there want to set rules and stuff. Also, you have these these stepdaddies that come in, and they're not able to act like daddies. Like, y'all really act like y'all. Not act, but y'all really like separate it in terms of, this is my kid and let me basically handle, my kid in some cases. And I couldn't do that. No, if I'm going to take care of you as the woman, I need to also be able to take care of that kid. And it's just like a thankless job, because at the end of the day, that won't be my blood. That kid will grow up to know that I wasn't even the one who made them, or did anything of that. And if the baby mama is still in contact with the baby dad, red flags, because I don't care what you say, they're going to be in communications forever. No, I'm not doing it. And then they're texting each other and all this other stuff. No, I'm selfish. I'm a selfish guy. I don't care what it is. My girl ain't going to be over here texting her baby dad, or ain't going to be over here communicating without me knowing behind my back with some other dude. Like, I can't do the baby mama stuff. And as you men out there, young men, I don't know why you guys will put up with it either. And I think the time where we finally stop putting up with it, women will stop having babies. Because is it really like, it's partially the woman's fault, but it's also partially the guy's fault. We allow it. We're okay with it. We say, you know what, you can have kids and I'll take care of them, and I'll come save the day, or I'll still treat you the same, or even have sex with you. I'll still have sex with you, even though you have a kid, even though I don't want to look for something serious, which is actually egging a woman on to keep doing the behavior she's behaving. So it's a double-edged sword. Please let me know what y'all think. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're still here. And I appreciate it. Everybody that tunes in and watches it, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? See y'all next video. I'm out.